When everyone is against you and belief in your vision disappears, it is a uniquely isolated place to be. It hurts. People look at you with genuine pity. They pull you aside and ask why you don't try something else. They ask why you don't just give up. Listening to them is the logical choice. When you are staring down constant rejection, mounting debt, and profound loneliness, throwing in the towel is the rational response to that pain. Society is engineered for conformity. The world expects you to stay within the lines, and the default social setting is to surrender whenever you encounter extraordinary friction. This raises a question. What drives a rare individual to hear that sensible advice, feel the crushing weight of that failure, and still refuse to turn around? To understand this refusal, we have to look past the internal struggle and examine the constraints of your environment. Often, your immediate surroundings operate as a cage. If you plant a massive oak tree seed in a tiny 2-foot pot, its root system will expand, hit those rigid walls, and become choked off. The seed has no inherent defect. It simply fell prey to a hostile container. This botanical concept applies to human sociology. Anytime you attempt to move from a normal baseline to an exceptional one, your ambition acts as a mirror to the people around you. When peers see your drive, it exposes their complacency. When they tell you to give up, they aren't assessing your limitations, they're protecting their own comfort. Realizing this changes the goal. Ambition requires you to identify the boundaries of your current social pot and then intentionally break them. Breaking out has an immediate social cost. People will relabel you to keep you at a distance. You get called weird, eccentric, or strange. While your peers seek the immediate gratification of hanging out, the path to something better requires running alone in the heat while everyone else is at the club. You have to abandon the expectation that anyone will validate your choices. When they ask why you're leaving a safe, high-paying job, you cannot expect your answer to satisfy them. You enter a crucible of constant disappointment. You endure deep loneliness, swallow rejection again and again, and risk bankruptcy if that is what the goal requires. Surviving this phase requires choosing to experience the fear of losing everything, repeatedly, until your environment finally fractures and gives way. If you decide to walk straight into the fear of failure and the fear of being disliked, you eventually move past them. You reach a point where you can finally see the opportunities that were previously hidden by your own hesitation. This creates a shift where you steer your own direction, moving past the influence of skeptical peers and immediate circumstances. You find that the universe eventually yields to the individual who refuses to be denied. Frank Sinatra navigated this specific pressure for decades, building a career that outlasted both his critics and his own public failures. He suggested a different form of vindication. Instead of trying to win critics over with kindness, he focused on building a career so massive it made their doubts irrelevant. At this level of performance, the sheer scale of the result provides its own proof. The success becomes an undeniable fact that silences the opposition. This is the final response to a society designed to make you quit. You build a life of such magnitude that your achievement stands as the ultimate answer to those who told you to give up.